Thursday, August 25th. Mama Yaya has both the radio and TV on. She's been up since dawn. Me and Spot are both worried about her. She keeps walking between the two, listening to radio sounds, watching the local news. She mutters, "The storm ain't the problem. The storm ain't the problem." She still has not used the word hurricane. I watch the TV for a minute. Katrina is a Category 2 hurricane, says the weatherman, quickly becoming a Category 3. What does Category 2 or 3 mean? The white spirals of storm have gotten bigger on the TV map. The storm is spinning over the Gulf, heading towards Mississippi and Louisiana. I see a dot on the map and the words New Orleans. I realize that the colors are not so important after all. It's the dot and the growing size and faster spin of the clouds. The TV shows pictures from Florida, a man unable to stand because of wind, cars abandoned, trees lying on the ground. The weatherman says, "In Florida, several are reported missing and the damages are in the millions. While Katrina was just a Category 1, she was slow-moving, causing greater than normal damage. Now she's 2, on her way to becoming 3 times more powerful. When she lands again, the destruction will be unfathomable." Unfathomable. I need to look it up. I can guess what it means, but I want to know exactly. Mama Yaya is touching the TV screen as if her palm can stop the storm. Every year we have hurricane season. Hurricanes hit Florida, Texas, Mississippi. I've seen storm troubles in New Orleans too. Flooding, a fallen tree, a roof blown off. Every year folks say, hurricane season is going to be bad. But it never is. I think Katrina will die before she lands. She's already messed up Florida, shown how bad she is. What else could she want? Mama Yaya taught me hurricanes are Mother Nature's fits. We don't expect people to be quiet all the time, she likes to say. Why nature? 2 sides to everything, everyone. Good and bad, quiet and loud, calm, stormy. Still, unfathomable. The word bothers me. So does Mama Yaya this morning. I know she's really worried because she hasn't fixed me breakfast or cafe au lait. She is swaying side to side like a wind-blown tree. The house doesn't smell of food, and Mama Yaya doesn't smell sharply sweet, coolly warm. She's forgotten her Vicks rub and Evening in Paris perfume. "I'm off to school." "Sure, baby," Mama Yaya answers. I stoop and rub Spot's ears. He is lying on the rug, his tongue hanging out. "Take care of her." Spot licks my ear. I don't say bye because I don't think Mama Yaya will hear me. From the living room, I walk across the hall, ignoring the front door, and walk through the kitchen. I'm used to leaving through the back door. "Hey, Lanisha." The shadow and light through the screen make squares onto Sean's face. "I came over to see Spot." Spot, who hears everything, races to the screen door. "To Sean, you gonna be late for school." "Ain't no school." "You lie." "No, I don't," says Tashawn, opening the door and leaning down to rub his nose on Spot's fur. "You're my good dog." I wince. Tashawn is silly. I'm feeling irritated, exasperated. "You should take your good dog home." I don't like to see Spot loving him with the same licks he gives me. And Tashawn, who didn't say boo to me for years, is acting like I invited him in to stay. "Go on now, both of you." Tashawn sits back on his heels, biting his bottom lip. Even Spot's tail droops. "For real, Anisha? You know my mama won't let me keep him. She'll say, 'We can't afford another mouth to feed.' She'll call animal control, have him jailed. Please, Lanisha, you've got to keep him." "I'm just fooling," I say, starting to feel guilty. Tashawn smiles like it's Christmas. He falls backward, rumpling Spot. I can't help but smile, too. I step onto the back porch. The sun is warm and the sky is cloudless. "There's got to be school," I say. "It's hard enough that there's a Saturday and Sunday. I'm less lonely at school with my teachers and books." "There's not." "I'll see for myself." "The mayor says folks ought to think about leaving New Orleans. People are packing up." "You going?" Tashawn shrugs. "I don't know." Then he pretend growls, and soon, him and Spot, like big babies, are leaping off the porch and rolling in the crabgrass. I walk out the door. Tashawn was right. School's been canceled, and the empty hallways are filling with ghosts. Usually they stay away when us kids are loud, playing in the hallways. But the hurricane warning has emptied people out, and ghosts, from when our school used to be a convent, are filling the halls. Mainly nuns, sisters of charity, a priest or 2. The ghost nuns in their black robes look like they're gliding on ice. One of them waves at me. Sister Margaret. She likes school too, especially English when we're discussing stories instead of diagramming sentences. The ghost looks distracted by the silence, the empty halls. Mostly they keep their heads bowed low. I walk the halls looking for Miss Johnson. She is my favorite teacher by far. Miss Johnson is packing a box. The classroom is empty, and she's packing her pictures of her mama and papa and sisters and nieces. She's packing the cardboard signs she bought with her own money. Everything is math. With numbers, you can do anything. Discover X, the great unknown. You leaving? I say, stupid because I already know the answer. Soon as I'm packed up here, I'm getting on the road. My folks were in Betsy. I don't mess with hurricanes. I don't know what comes over me because I start to cry. Miss Johnson pretends not to see. I haven't cried in a long time. I'm angry at myself. Can't think why I'm crying. Except too much is happening, both good and bad. I don't like to see Mama Yaya worried. The thought of Jinya, Tashawn, and Spot makes me happy, but it's all too fast. What if Jinya and Tashawn decide not to like me? What if the storm does come? Should Mama Yaya and I leave too? I don't have time to puzzle it out, fit these tiny new pieces together to see what picture it might make. I'll be back, Miss Johnson says. Are you all right, Lanisha? What? I say, my voice cracking a little. Leaving probably means nothing much is going to happen. We'll have school on Monday. Just think of this as a holiday, like a surprise long weekend. I don't want a holiday. Well, I do. I'm tired. School just started and I could use a rest. I'm going to visit my folks in Baton Rouge. She comes over to me. Surely you don't mind me getting rest? No, ma'am, I say, though I know she's only 22. I wipe my cheeks. Is your family leaving? I tilt my head, wondering what family she means. Uptown or Mama Yaya? You should leave, she says, looking at me directly, just in case. Miss Johnson, I realize, is really not that much older than me. Studying her face, I can see I could one day be her, educated, a school teacher. I blurt, I could be you. No, you can't, she says, making me hurt inside. You're you, Lanisha. You're much smarter than me, better with numbers than me at your age. What about being an engineer? I smile. And I'll build bridges like the Golden Gate Bridge, the Bridge of Sighs in Venice, the London Tower Bridge. I see you've been studying. Yes, ma'am. The encyclopedia has dozens of pictures of bridges and waterways. New Orleans has the Crescent City Bridge and the Huey P. Long Bridge, I say, remembering all those steel puzzles reaching towards the sky. Or Lanisha's Bridge. You could build a bridge and name it after you. This is why I like this new school. Teachers fill my head with pictures and thoughts about what I can do. I'll name it after you. Evelyn, I say. Evelyn's Bridge. Miss Johnson smiles. Got to go, Lanisha. You be safe. I start to walk away, but turn back. Miss Johnson, can you give me a problem to work on? Miss Johnson smiles. She understands. A problem will keep my mind off the hurricane. She looks at me. Then she turns and unlocks her desk and pulls out a book. Take this. It's the teacher's edition. Really? You think I'm ready? Most deaf, says Miss Johnson, trying to sound cool. I laugh. It is a nice blue copy of pre-algebra, not tattered and marked like the student workbooks. The book smells new, fresh with ink. This is a 7th grade book. I know you won't cheat. There are tons of problems. And I can check my answers? Yes. Just start at the beginning, read careful, take it slow. I'm so happy, stroking the slick pages, seeing hundreds of squiggly marks. See you on Monday, Lanisha. See you on Monday, Miss Johnson. I look down at the book, then back at her. Thank you. Who knows, she says, turning back to her boxes. If the storm gets worse, you may even finish the whole book. If the storm gets worse. If the storm gets worse. These words echo in my head as I walk out the door.